Hey everyone, this is my milk. Just wanted to talk about Bullet Train. Now I know this movie's been out for like a month now, but I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought it would, and I would recommend you to go see it if you're interested in comedy and action. But if you like take a look at I'm looking at like Metacritic right now and Rotten Tomatoes, and like the critic reviews are not great, but I've got to say, fuck those reviews, because this was actually a really decent movie in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. Now, I don't know why I'm making this video, to be honest with you, but I just want to talk about it. And first things first, I'd like to get out of the way is that this movie does comedy decently well. Now, mind you, this is coming from like a teenager's mind. So like, you might not like feel the same way towards it as I do, but I really gotta say, it was the comedy wasn't. It was really well like done, I want to say. It didn't feel extremely forced. It wasn't overwhelming. Like it didn't feel like the comedy was like being shoved down your throat, in like a very forceful way. Compared to Thor, the recent Thor: Love and Thunder. Now I did a little like review on that a while ago, but after watching this movie, I earned more respect for this movie because of the way it did comedy. Unlike Thor, the problem with Thor, for me at least, was they kept slapping you with comedy and jokes that you kind of lose yourself in the moment. You know, you forget about the plot, or it just feels extremely unneeded, unnecessarily, and repetitive. But for this movie, the comedy seems to fit straight in, and the actors do the comedy very well. The jokes are like decent. Of course, there are a few, I can't name any, but there's probably a few that are like quite like cheesy or something in there. But all in all, it was a really good experience. I didn't feel like the jokes were forced. I felt they were good and they were natural, I'd say. Now, one thing I'd like to point out now is the main reason why I think this movie is actually good is because they pretty much had the whole movie done. Like, the whole movie setting was on the bullet train. And like, there are a few scenes where they're not like train platforms and somewhere else in the end, but all in all, it's really well done in my opinion. The fact that you can have like a movie where the setting is like pretty much in one place is really impressive. The movie's like 2 hours long, and I think it's really fascinating, to me at least, how they were able to do it and keep me and other people interested. Now, I didn't see it, like, it wasn't full house when I saw it, because like I said, it's been out for a few weeks now, but people were laughing. Like, the people I was with, the people that were there, they were laughing at the jokes. They were like having a good time, unlike what it was for Thor, I guess. But I'm fucking missing the point. So back to what I was talking about. It's really good as like how they managed to tell the story all within the bullet train, pretty much. Now, of course, inside the train there are like different cars, right? There's I don't know if this is in the trailer. This might be a mild spoiler, but there's a car for like children, like it's a more childish car, and then there's like a first class, and then like the standard economy shit. It is like that, I guess, is kind of where it changed settings, but even then, it is really well done. They use toilets as like little plot sections, even like the driver area, which is really good. I think I personally am super fascinated with that. I think writing a story that doesn't really go anywhere, like settings wise, is really Like, it takes skill. It really does. Because I write stories and shit, whatnot, when I have free time. And I need to, like, switch settings occasionally, or else I'd feel like the story's getting stale. But there was pretty much no point, like, pretty much exact, like, fully, I'd say, maybe. There was no point in this movie where I felt like it was getting stale. And every interaction is just so unique. It's interesting. It's funny. Of course, like I said, there are some that are like, eh. But yeah, that was really good. Now, one bad thing I'd say about this movie, though, like one thing I didn't exactly like, I didn't hate it, but they had so many characters, like important characters, which is not great, to be honest, because some of the characters don't really, I don't know, because they matter in the story, but like throughout the movie they don't do a whole lot, I guess. So it really kind of makes you feel like, okay, well, sure, I guess. So yeah, there's a little bit plot convenience, but I mean, all movies and show have that, you know, just to keep the story progressing. But yeah, all in all, it was a really good movie. Fuck the critics. If you enjoy, okay, there's a lot of swearing though. If you enjoy a lot of swearing and some really goofy, like, interactions, like, you'd enjoy this movie. You definitely would. I definitely did, and I can't wait for it to come out on digital so I can go watch it again, because this shit's fucking funny. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.